Have you ever felt like your voice gets lost in the noise, leaving you misunderstood and unvalued? As someone with a university bachelor's degree in communication, I've encountered firsthand the challenges of assertive communication and the power it brings to connect authentically. And what if I told you that by the end of this specific video, you will not only master the art of assertiveness, but you will also feel a surge of newfound confidence. So get ready for an enlightening video as I unveil the ultimate assertiveness blueprint. And this video will equip you with invaluable skills, real-life examples to help you navigate conversations, set boundaries, and command respect, all while staying true to yourself. So it's time to embrace your voice and transform how you communicate. And I promise you, it's much easier than you think. Welcome to Feminine Empowerment Mindset. With experience competing in beauty pageants internationally, gracing magazine covers, and earning a university degree in communication, I've gained valuable insights into empowerment. Through charity work, I've learned the power of giving back and inspiring others. Above all, I'm excited to share with you the secrets of feminine empowerment. Welcome back to our little corner of the internet where we explore all things self-love, femininity, and empowerment. Before we get started, you know the drill. Please take the time to subscribe to my channel and like this video for more empowering content like this. And as you know, there's a lot of research that goes into making these kind of videos. And as always, my resources will be down in the description box. And again, I want to thank you in advance for fully watching this video, as it is a way for you to invest in yourself today. So let's get started because we do not like wasting time on this channel. Tip number 1, understand the difference between assertive and aggressive. All right, let's kick things off with a bang. Ever found yourself in a situation where you wanted to speak up, but you were too afraid of coming off as too aggressive? Don't worry, because here's the secret sauce. Understanding the fine line between assertiveness and aggression. And you guys know that I like to back things up with actual scientific research. So according to Dr. Daniel Ames, a professor at Columbia Business School, assertiveness involves expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs in a respectful manner, while aggression involves disregarding others' rights and feelings. And maybe after that explanation, you're like, okay, I get what Dr. Daniel's trying to say, but like, what does that actually mean though, like in real life? So let me give you an example. Imagine you're in a group project and someone keeps shooting down your ideas. Instead of blowing up and going full Hulk mode on them, assert yourself by calmly expressing your thoughts and standing your ground. Remember, assertiveness is all about finding that sweet spot between being a doormat and being a bulldozer. You want to be right in the middle. Tip number 2, use I statements to own your feelings. Now, let's talk about the I statement. And no, I'm not talking about the iPhone, girl, although those are pretty cool too. The I statements are your secret weapon when it comes to expressing yourself without stepping on someone's toe. And guys, I'm not saying this, science is. Dr. Susan Cross Whitbourne, a professor of psychological and brain science at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, suggests using I statements to take ownership of your feelings and experiences without blaming or accusing others. You know me, guys, I like to give actual practical examples on how you can actually apply this to your life. So here's a good example for this great research. So let's say your roommate keeps leaving dirty dishes in the sink. What would you do normally if you've been telling your roommate to clean after themselves and they just don't really do it? Maybe your instincts would be to be like, why are you always leaving this kitchen freaking dirty? Like, clean after yourself, please. Or maybe you'll add a little nasty, clean after yourself, under your breath or something, which is for many an aggressive approach. So this is how you want to go about this. Here's a really good example. Try using the I statements, and it will go like this. Hey, I feel frustrated when I see dirty dishes in the sink because it makes the kitchen feel cluttered. Can we come up with a solution together? Boom. You've just asserted yourself like a pro without starting World War III in your apartment. You're welcome. Moving along to tip number 3, practice active listening. Now, this is a game changer and I can't even hide it. Active listening. It's not just about nodding along while you scroll through Instagram. No, it's about fully engaging with what the other person is saying. And you know I back my videos with research. Check this. Dr. Mark Goulston, a psychiatrist and author of Just Listen, emphasizes the importance of active listening in building trust and rapport with others. So, how can we put this doctor's advice into practice, like in real life? Because that's what the people want to know. So imagine you're discussing vacation plans with your partner. They suggest a beach getaway, but you have your heart set on a mountain retreat. Instead of dismissing their idea, practice active listening. Pause and genuinely listen to their reasons for wanting the beach. Show that you value their input by asking questions like, hey, what is it about the beach that appeals to you for this vacation? This not only demonstrates respect for their opinion, but also opens up a deeper conversation about your preferences and expectations. Together, you might discover a compromise or a new destination that combines both your interests, making your vacation planning much more enjoyable and collaborative. And that, my friend, is the power of practicing active listening. If you've been watching me until now, please subscribe to my channel because I'm really dropping some good info, guys. And as you know, there's a lot of research that goes into making these kind of videos. But above all, I want to thank you for continuing to watch this video until the end because ultimately you are investing in yourself today with this content. And besides, you don't want to miss the next 3 tips I have on how to master assertiveness without being aggressive. Tip number 4, set clear boundaries. Boundaries, my friends, are like the guardrails on the highway of life. They keep you on track and prevent you from veering off into oncoming traffic / toxic situations. And hey, don't take my word for it. Here's what scientific research says about this. So Dr. Brené Brown, a research professor at the University of Houston, advocates for setting clear boundaries as a crucial aspect of assertiveness. And you know me with examples, so here's another good real-life example on how you can apply this in real life. So let's say your boss keeps piling on extra work, even though you're already swamped, like you can't take any more work because you've already had enough work and you still have more work. So instead of silently resenting them and drowning in stress or responding in an aggressive way like, I have so much to do right now, like why can't this coworker take on this task? Now, this is communication, but can be seen as aggressive communication and not assertive communication. So this is how you can assert yourself by saying something like this. I'm currently working on X, Y, and Z projects, and I'm concerned about taking on more tasks at the moment. Can we discuss how to prioritize my workload? First of all, mic drop. Second of all, this answer is better because it illustrates how to address excessive workload concerns to your boss constructively without resorting to aggression because it's really not necessary, which, you know, ultimately promotes a positive outcome for you, but also creates a healthy work environment for yourself and everyone else. Trust me, your future self will thank you for it. On to tip number 5, practice self-compassion. Self-compassion, the gentle art of treating yourself like you would treat your best friend. It's all about acknowledging your flaws and imperfections with kindness and understanding. Dr. Neff, a pioneer in the field of self-compassion research, highlights the importance of self-compassion in cultivating resilience and emotional well-being. So here's another real life example, and you guys don't even understand how freaking excited I am for these videos, like especially this video, okay? So here's a really good life example for this specific research on how to apply it, okay? So imagine you make a huge mistake that costs your team valuable time and resources at work. Now, this could happen. So instead of beating yourself down and spiraling into self-doubt, please practice self-compassion by acknowledging your humanity and focusing on how you can learn and grow from that experience. Remember that nobody is perfect and that's perfectly okay. And that's coming from me. I have competed in beauty pageants. I have been on magazine covers. I have done runways from America to Europe. I'm telling you, no one is perfect, and you need to practice self-compassion because it would literally change your life. Tip number 6, learn to say no without guilt. The power of no. It's a tiny word really, but oh boy, does it carry some serious weight. Learning to say no without feeling guilty is like unlocking a superpower, and I'm going to show you how to do it, okay? So the idea behind the power of no isn't just something I'm pulling out of thin air, guys. It's something that had been researched and proved to be true. You don't believe me? Believe Dr. Vanessa Patrick, a professor of marketing at the University of Houston. She emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries and saying no as a form of self-care. Yep, you heard that right. Saying no can be a form of self-care. Maybe you're asking yourself, how? Imagine this, okay? Your friend asks you at the very, very last minute to help them move on your day off. The same day you've had planned for some much needed self-care to help with your mental health. With this in mind, you may want to respond right away and say something like, "Are you kidding me? I have plans today. You should have asked earlier, like not even the day before. I can't believe you're putting me in this situation right now, like for real." Instead of saying that, say this. "Hey, I appreciate you reaching out to me, but today's my day off and I had planned some self-care time to help manage my anxiety right now. I won't be able to help you move today, but I'm available next weekend. And if you want, I can come over and help you unpack some boxes. I'll even bring some wine and some pizza, girl. We'll have a good time. Let me know if that works for you." Now, this is the power of being assertive while essentially saying no. So basically, this assertive response is better because it sets boundaries while maintaining respect and understanding. It prioritizes self-care without disregarding the friend's needs completely, offering a constructive solution for both parties to find suitable agreement. This approach fosters healthier relationships and obviously self-respect. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup, so prioritize yourself guilt-free. Tip number 7, practice assertiveness in small steps. Rome, you know it, wasn't built in a day, and neither is assertiveness. It's a skill that takes time and practice to master. So cut yourself some slack and take it on one step at a time. And doctors can back me up. For example, Dr. Randy Patterson, a clinical psychologist and author of the Assertiveness Workbook, encourages practicing assertiveness in small, manageable doses to build confidence and competence over time. So start by asserting yourself in low-stakes situations like speaking up in a team meeting or setting boundaries with friends or even with some family members, because we know that's a thing too. And as you build your assertiveness muscles, gradually tackle more challenging scenarios, you know what I mean, until you're confidently asserting yourself like a boss. And there you have it, the ultimate assertiveness blueprint. We've covered everything from understanding the difference between assertiveness and aggression to mastering the art of saying no without feeling guilty. Now, go forth and assert yourself like the confident, empowered individual you were always meant to be. If you've enjoyed this video and want to join us on our journey to self-empowerment, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell for more empowerment content. Until next time, stay assertive and keep shining bright. Peace out.